Alright guys, I think it's just about done raining, but I'm gonna do this video real quick. What about the NTSB hearing, huh? Pretty epic, huh, man? Pages and pages and pages, pages, notes. What I've been saying from the get-go, this town's been played. This town's been played from the moment that train came off the tracks. And we had no control over being played then. The full information wasn't being given to make a highly informed decision. Now we're to the point that we're letting Norfolk Southern play us because of, we're letting them do for all this stuff for the town. Okay, we're letting them do that, which, I'm all for town improvement. That's fine, but you can't. I don't want to say this. You can't make something pretty if it's polluted. Okay, you can't. I'll hand it to the NTSB. Their line of questioning was harsh. They were not easy. And the witnesses that they had testified, it was great to hear, opinions. And they're credited experts too, so they're not just me. Okay, if I say something, you guys are like, yeah, right, whatever. No, these are actually, either they own a business or they're qualified some way or another. I mean, these are smarter people. I'm not that smart, so. But I've been saying from the get-go, we've been being played by Norfolk Southern, and we have been being played by Norfolk Southern. Some of the things that I found, interesting. I'm just gonna touch on this real quick. I got pages and pages, and I'd probably be here for like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Who knows? The manifest. Okay. Dispatch called Norfolk Southern at 9:04 p.m. for the manifest. Okay. This is this Norfolk Southern dude up there, he preached and preached. You can call a number to get or use the Ask Rail app. Or dispatch called at 9:04. What Norfolk Southern tell him? Oh, we're gonna have to call you back. Your train is derailed in my freaking town, and you're gonna call me back. I'm not calling and asking about buying a washing machine or something. They called again at 9:30, asking if they should consider evac. They didn't say it was. They said it was unclear if they got any call back or any answer to basically the evac question, which I'm probably guessing they probably didn't, because Columbia County EMA finally was emailed the manifest at 9:56 p.m. So almost an hour. They finally decided they're going to email the manifest to a emergency agency. Okay, so this was an hour. This has been going on for an hour. But the funny thing is, CTEH, their air tester, contractor company. You know what time they got their manifest at? 9:04 p.m. So as soon as they dispatch called and said, "Hey, we got a derailment. I need to know what's on the train," and Norfolk Southern, we have to call you back. They emailed. I'm sure HEPACO got the email too, but I may have missed that or it wasn't said, so I can't prove that, right? But it's if CTEH got it. I'm guessing all their cleanuppers got emailed the manifest. Let's see here. NS rep didn't get on scene till 11:30. The NS rep made the call at midnight, around midnight, to pull everybody out. Now, I was down there till about 3, and I guess it takes a while maybe to pack their stuff up. I would have to watch my video again. But I really didn't see people start pulling out of there till like 2:30 in the morning, maybe 2:30. So that was kind of interesting. But let's see here. EP, what is he? He's not. Is he No, he's not deputy. What is he? Gorby. The dude under Drabeck. He was the one originally in charge of the fire scene. He got his about anywhere from 9:45 to 10 o'clock. So about the same time as Columbia County EMA got theirs. It was given to East Palestine Fire Department. Chief Jones, the hazmat from East Liverpool that showed up, they got theirs at 10:23, and they had to get it from EMA. The police department didn't get theirs till 1:30, and the East Palestine fire chief found it at 2:15 a.m. sitting on a desk, and I'm sure I don't know when he got there. I know Gorby was in charge for a while, and I seen that post on Facebook saying, "Oh, he's the one that put the 250,000 gallons of water on the fire." Well, you show up to a fire, and you're a firefighter, you're going to do what you do. You know, you don't know what's on that train. Granted, yes, you don't know that, but as a firefighter, you also run into a house not knowing if the house is going to collapse on you, or you're going to be stuck in there, or the fire's going to flash, and so it's something the emergency people do. It's you run into danger. There was a lot of stuff they put out, but it was being fueled by so much. The lube oil, propylene glycol, you guys know the list. It was being fueled by so much, stuff that, oil and water don't mix. So you ain't gonna put it up with that. But I don't blame him for showing up and putting water on it, because that's what you do. You see fire, you put water on it. Okay, so I can't, put no blame on him for doing that. Because they didn't know what was on the train till a quarter till 10. So they did show some very interesting footage I've never seen before. And my thing of yesterday, day before, I got a nice little email stating that Norfolk Southern didn't have enough. There wasn't enough reasoning to do their vent and burn. But I didn't say nothing, because I can't prove it. I didn't have the proof for it. But it. Yesterday it showed they did not have enough reason to vent and burn. Their decisioning was, Oxyvinyl had a crew on the ground that night. They're the company that owned 4, 5. Did they own 5 of them? I think all 5 of them. The vinyl chloride cars that were in the derailment. So what better to get your information from is from the company that makes the vinyl chloride, okay? But they were told, I do believe they were told to talk to the SPSI, and then they would relay their information to Norfolk Southern, and Norfolk Southern was supposed to relay it to Incident Command. Well, it didn't work that way. It went to, I don't know if it either went to SPSI and Norfolk Southern stopped, or it just stopped at SPSI. I don't know. They said what I've been saying all along is stabilized vinyl chloride cannot polymerize without the presence of either oxygen or an additive to start the process. Okay. Their tests on the empty tankers found no polymerization in the tankers. Proof right there. But you couldn't look inside the tankers then, so I kind of roll that out. But stabilized vinyl chloride, as I've been saying, is they remove the oxygen, okay, and they remove it down to a 200 parts per million concentration, and then I do believe they cap it with like nitrogen or something. So it's a gas. It's not gonna suck in oxygen. Okay, if anything, it's gonna expel pressure, from the heat because they were in pool fires. Oh, I got so many notes here. There was no temperature readings for the inner jackets of the East cars, so that would have been the first pow up. There was no way for them to get a reading on any of them temperatures of them cars. Let's see here. The one car they did, the one that was on the east side, I mean the west side. It was on the west side. The car was by itself. They did get, I guess there was a hole in the side of it or something. They did get a thermal read of that, and according to SPSI, okay, this is coming from them. Their temperature reading was 130 to 135. Okay, that was Sunday afternoon. They did an hour later, it was 138. Okay, and then they showed a graph. The temperature of when they decided to do the vent and burn was 125. So after it spiked at 138, it was pretty much a downward trend. Okay, now that would be a good reasoning why the PRDs, the pressure relief devices, was not venting, because at 138 degrees, there's only 121 psi's in that tank, and the PRD in them tanks were set at 247.5 psi's. So that's why they weren't venting, is because there was no pressure to vent. What else did I just want to do just quickly? I like that the fire chief was given 13 minutes to make a decision. And why was he given 13 minutes? So he couldn't do research. At least that's my belief. I just should say that's my belief. If we force you to make a decision fast and we give you all these negative things that we think may be happening, but we have no proof that it's happening, you're probably going to make the decision we want you to make. And that's what happened. They withheld information from him, given by Oxyvinyl, because they want to get the tracks open fast, and you can't open the tracks up with containers of stuff sitting everywhere. So, SPSI said what type of car is, because of time constraints. They said it wasn't a good alternative. I'll go a little bit more into that. Let's see here. The PRDs vented all night Friday night and Saturday afternoon. The fires subsided. The last one to vent was the third car, the one that they said was the problem car. About 5:30, it vented for 70 minutes. Okay, and this guy was like, "Man, it vented like a freaking jet. It was loud." Well, you got to figure, you got at least 247 psi's coming out of a hole. Okay. That's gonna be pretty loud. It's gonna sound like a jet. That's a lot of psi's, being forced out a small hole. So, And I believe he knew that. You know, he seemed like he's been in this business long enough to know. About the PRDs, we won't get into that nothing right now. I don't know. I think I'll wait night there. But we were played. We've been played all along, so I'm just interested to see where this goes now. Norfolk Southern, your little toll is up. So I guess we'll see what happens. I look for things to start to change. They start to change their attitude now because they didn't have enough evidence to warrant a vent and bird, and they knew that. They knew that from the get-go. And you know, let's say this: it's my belief they did it to open the railroad faster because as soon as them were off there, that road was open freaking super fast. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna get out. I'm done. I'm tired of writing. I really haven't really done anything besides watch hours and hours of people talk and me write. So I don't know. We'll see if we can get back into something this weekend. I haven't even been around town to see what's going on. I was just more interested in catching this, and it was quite eye-opening, I'll tell you that. And busted. Sorry, Norfolk, you're busted, man. SPSI, you're busted too. Not enough evidence. So it's interesting. It'll be interesting to see where these all go. But I'll get into this later when I'll start on certain subjects. For those of you that don't want to watch almost 16 hours of people talking, I'll kind of break it down and narrow it down because there was a lot of interesting things that was said and there was a lot of interesting videos that was showed too that I've never seen before. So, all right, guys, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go in, get something to eat, and relax. I'll catch you guys later.